Hello, fine people. Doesn't take her long to move, does it, when I start talking? She's back there. Still doing my Disney stuff. I've gone through all the attractions. Like, here's everything I want to see in Epcot. I got Hollywood Studios next. And continued Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Downtown Disney. A couple things there. Now I'm on to dining, and if there's some restaurants I want to try. The one good thing about these little maps that Joan sent me is the ones that are really the kind that you need reservations for. They have a little R for them, so they tell you that this is really a restaurant you need to make a reservation at. So just going to jot down some restaurants that might sound interesting to try. Then my next one is the characters I want to meet and take pictures with. Have I told you I'm nerdy? Yes, I am. I was even thinking, I was in the restroom earlier, and I was starting to think of things I wanted to pack. I'm like, what is your problem? That's a little premature. Like, I don't want to forget to take this, and I don't want to forget to take that. I'm like, what the? Kitty, are you going to come and say hi? There she is, Miss America. Dad just ran up to the bank, and I said, here's some money, because right across the street from the bank is McDonald's, and I'm like, get me a mocha frappe. I want to jolt the caffeine. I haven't had one in a while. So, and he can never remember how to say it. Mocha choca, mocha fruppy, frappy dibber dibber. He can never remember how to say that. I'm like, I want a large mocha frappe. I would say it very slow for him. We go through it every time. So yeah. Were you napping? I thought she was out of my room last night and shut my door, and I did not notice she was actually sleeping in this computer chair. So at like 2 o'clock in the morning, Heidi was barking because she wanted to go outside, which woke me and Dad up. Dad took her out. And then I fell back asleep, and about an hour and a half later, somebody woke up, and so I had to open the door for her. But then, as soon as I opened the door, she wanted to come right back in. So I laid back down and left the door open, and here she comes, climbing up to bed, and got right next to me and curled up. And I realized why I don't sleep with my door open very often, because the humper, he is a snoring machine. So I didn't sleep very much from like 2 to 6 this morning. Because of outside interference. So finally she went out, and I shut my door, and I passed out from like 6:30, 7 o'clock until like 10. I guess my uncle's in the hospital. My uncle Jerry, he's the one in the wheelchair. It's their house we always go to at Thanksgiving and Christmas and Easter. He's a paraplegic, and he always has to catheterize himself when he has to go to the bathroom and stuff, and he can't really feel when he has to go, so he's on a schedule where he'll go do it. And he hasn't been producing much urine here lately, and he's not feeling well, so he went in today, and they're testing his kidneys, and they're checking some things out. And we just got the call from Grandma. No, you don't need to get into my drawer. You want some of these, though? And she said that they decided to keep him overnight because they thought he might get to go home, but that's not going to happen. So, good thoughts to my Uncle Jerry. He's been through a lot in his life, that's for sure. And these little cheese treats that Heidi got in her bark box, I gave her one and she didn't want it. So I broke off a tiny little piece of it, and she licked that little crumb off my finger, and then she realized, I kind of like it. So I kept breaking it apart and giving her a piece, and I gave her a whole one, and she ate it and ate it and ate it. And so now she likes them, and then I gave her another one, and she didn't want it. But then I laid it on the floor in here, and she came in here and ate it. So I'm seeing she likes them at this moment. But Tomorrow she might not like them. That's her. She's fickle. But so far it's a thumbs up on the cheese treats. And she's already got her Barkworthy beef bladder. She grabbed that and took off because she really likes those. I kept the little wrapper because I want to look it up and see, one, if they're carried in any certain pet stores, or two, if I can just order them offline. We'll see how that goes. And I went through all my what are they called, All You magazines, and I tore out things I want to cut out, recipes and stuff I want to cut out. I have a book I want to paste stuff in, but I haven't done that. It's a project I'm going to do because I have glue sticks. Y'all know I have a lot of glue sticks around here somewhere. They used to be everywhere, but I don't know where they're at now, but there are no worries on that. So I'm going to glue all that in there and maybe one day start trying the recipes. I know there's some craft stuff too that I cut out. I told Dad, I'm like, you know what tomorrow is? He's like, what? I'm like, we're going to start sorting through your stuff in your room. He's like, maybe it will be and maybe it won't. So we'll see. Have to see how Dad feels. I know last night his foot was hurting him pretty bad. He was limping around the house. I'm like, what's hurting? Is it your hip? Is it your knee? He goes, my foot hurts. Right, well, kind of like down by his ankle, where it's the one he broke years ago. Like 20, let's see, Jasmine's 23, so it's about 24 years ago. So he was just hobbling around. I didn't notice him limping very bad today, though. So maybe he's feeling a little better. So that's all I'm doing today. I did my work this morning. I called the customer who I had to cut short that one day because my internet was off, and then I emailed an invoice to a customer who I said I emailed him a paid invoice because he paid over the phone, but he wanted I said he wanted a receipt of some sort. I said, I can email you a paid invoice. He's like, that'll work. So I did that today and talked to Ron briefly. I wanted to remind him to give me hours to buy the tags for the trucks because they're due by the end of the month, and he's gone tomorrow through the end of the month. So the month's almost over. Gotta get Heidi's dog license. Anybody has dogs, dog licenses are due, at least where I am, by March 1st. So if you wait till after March 1st, it costs more. We gotta get Heidi's dog tags. We stopped the other day, but they were closed. We were 45 minutes late. I thought they stayed open until 5, but apparently on Friday they close at 4. So tomorrow I'm calling the vet to make an appointment to see if Heidi can get her blood draw in the next few days, and then we'll get her license in. And I have to call her groomer. They weren't open today. I called the day. Apparently they're closed Sunday and Monday because Heidi is looking a hot mess. What's going on in your world? That's my world in a nutshell. Summed it all up right there in a nutshell. So, yeah, I'm going back to, I'm on Epcot. Doing Epcot. And then I'll work my way through. Alright. I will talk at y'all tomorrow. See you later.